Hey friends, welcome back to another Vinyasa practice. This flow today is going to be relatively short but really strong. We have lots of binds, a lot of twists to play with. We also have time to practice some more intermediate and advanced postures if you would like to practice them. As we flow through our asanas today, the focus is trying to be really easeful as much as we can. We want to be kind of meeting that threshold of challenge, but never crossing over it. And one indication that we can sense this is our breath. So breathing in and out with ease, not holding the breath in. So that is where we're going to be focusing on today while we practice these fun twists. We're going to get started in a balasana, a child's pose on the ground. So take the knees wide, bring the big toes together and sink the hips back and down. Extend the arms forward, perhaps a little bit more forward than you had previously. And then just pulling the heart space towards the ground. Taking a couple of big breaths in through the nose, filling up the ribs, the belly, the chest. And then the breath out of the nose or the mouth, whatever feels most releasing. And just using this transition time to let go, release any tension, any excess tension or unhelpful thoughts, sensations in the body, to allow some more space for us to be more present. So just reminding ourselves that with our yoga practice, we are aiming to find that equilibrium between our sympathetic and our parasympathetic nervous system. So we want to be able to access that alertness, the strength, while also being able to access the softness and subtleness as well. Let's take about another 3 deep breaths. Perhaps you even layer on your ujjayi breath, so the constriction of the back of the throat that allows you to listen in, allows you to connect to the present even more. One more big breath, pulling all different layers of you onto this mat in this moment right now. Use your next breath in to roll yourself up onto your hands and knees into a tabletop position. Spread the fingertips wide, knees under hips. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift your eye gaze, lift the tailbone, shoulders back. As you exhale, press away from the ground, round through the upper back. Draw the belly button into the spine. A few more times in your cat and cow. Maybe you even close down your eyes here. Just starting to feel the motion through the length of the spine, finding that flexion, finding that extension. One more breath. And then finding our way back to our neutral spine, draw the belly button in. Use your next breath in to kick the right heel behind you. And then as you exhale, take the right hand towards the side of your mat, right toes turn forward, outside of the right foot spins down. Start to take a few shifts forward and back here. So we're opening through the insides of the legs, outsides of the ankles. Keep using your breath here. We still want to connect with our ujjayi breath as we progress through our practice. Keep finding that neutral spine as much as we can. So especially if you're quite tight, we might round to the lower back. So think about that neutral pelvis, even spilling the pelvis forward just a little bit. One more breath. Find your way back to neutral. Take a big breath in, sweep the right hand towards the sky. As you exhale, thread the right hand towards the left side. It's very likely that your shoulder will not touch down the ground. Same with the head. If it does, awesome. Keep trying to tip the hips forward slightly to open even more through the spine and through the hips. One more breath. And then keep walking towards the left side of the mat. We're going to plant the left hand in line with the knee and the ankle. So we're coming off our mat here into a side plank. See if you can extend the right hand up high. Option here to just keep the knee down or press through the right heel to lift the left knee off the ground. See if you can hug the left knee towards the left armpit. Keep lifting the hips off the ground. Press away with the left hand. One more breath here. So already starting to feel some heat into the core and the upper body. Bring the left knee down, Big breath in. See if you can lift the right hand, lift the chest. Keep traveling the right hand over. Land the right hand towards the right shin. Left hand comes up and over. Gate pose. Engage through the right quadricep here by drawing the right knee up. Take a big breath in. Lift a little bit taller out of the waist. As you exhale, side bend a little bit further. Bring the hands back towards the ground and slide the right knee back into your tabletop position. We're going to try that all on the other side. Press away from the ground to begin with. Big breath in as you kick the left heel back, three-legged table, and then see if you can take that left foot towards the outside of the left mat, toes turn forward, and then start to shift the hips forward and back. Option here to also tuck onto the right toes, just to open through the backs of the feet here, or you can leave them untucked. Movement with breath, feeling that flow. Noticing the sensations that arise in the body where you may feel tight, where you feel more open. Find your way back through center. Use your next breath in, sweep the left hand high. As you exhale, thread the left hand towards the right side. As much as you can, try drop that left shoulder towards the ground. Left temple might reach towards the ground. Keep pressing through the right hand to open the right shoulder away. One more breath here. We're going to lift up slightly and walk the right hand towards the outside of the mat. So we're finding a long line meeting the right hand, right knee, and left foot. Take the left hand towards the sky. Either stay here or press through the left foot to hover the right knee off the ground. If you wanted to try, you could try draw the right knee towards the armpit. Keep lifting the hips up. Press away from the ground with the right hand. Take one more breath. And then drop the right knee down. Big breath in as you send the left hand up, lift through the torso. As you exhale, left hand comes towards the shin, right hand comes up and over. So in this posture, see if you can draw the ribs in slightly so we're not overarching and compensating. One more breath. Maybe you lift the eye gaze up. And then bring the hands towards the ground again. Slide the left knee in. Hands are wide. Press through the fingertips. Tuck onto the toes. Send your hips up and back into your Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Take a little pedal of the feet here. Maybe drawing one heel down and then the other heel down. Drawing the chest through towards the thighs. And then find some stillness here. Really bend the knees. Use your next breath in. Thread the right hand towards the outside of the left leg, maybe to the shin or the thigh. Can you pull on the leg to draw the chest underneath? So you're looking up underneath your left armpit, right shoulder pulls through. Keep the hips lifting high. Use your next breath in. Roll forward into your plank. Right hand reaches forward. Option to stay here. You can also drop the knees down, or option to lift the left toes off. Keep pressing away from the left hand. Option to stay here, or tap the left knee towards the left elbow. Right hand cactus is out. Big breath in. Send it back, two-legged table. And then when you exhale, hand and toes reach down. Plank position. Knees or toes, shift the weight forward. Big breath in. Press away from the ground, then start to bend the elbows close. Chaturanga. Come all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhaling baby cobra. Press through the ground, shoulders back. As you exhale, come up onto your knees. Tuck onto your toes, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. We're going to try that all on the other side. Start by bending the knees quite a bit. Shoulders pull up on the spine. Start to take that left hand towards the right, outside of the right foot on a breath in. And as you exhale, twist the shoulders underneath. So left hand towards the left shin or thigh. Keep pressing weight through the right hand to push the chest back. Use your next breath in to transfer the weight forward, reach the left hand forward. Try to square the shoulders and hips here. Option to take the right foot off the ground as well. Option here to try draw the right knee towards the right elbow, cactus out the left arm. Use your next breath in, sweep the hand and foot back, neutral spine. Exhale, hand and leg touch down, bring in some heat. Woo. Next breath in, shift the weight forward. As you exhale, option to lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. As we exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Use your next breath in to walk up towards the top of the mat. Feet together or slightly apart, up to you. As you exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inviting the chin towards the chest, letting the crown of the head be heavy here, relaxing the upper body, but keeping some tension in the quadriceps to help pull the belly forward slightly. Hands come to the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms up and over. Lift the eye gaze, and then as you exhale, hands come by the sides. We're going to enter into our first flow here. So breathe in, sweep the arms high. Hands come forward slightly, and then as you exhale, bend the knees, tip yourself forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Press through the hands, shoulders back. As you exhale, step back through your plank position, chaturanga, elbows bend close. Inhale, your back bend of choice. Squeezing the glutes, and then as you exhale, come up and back, downward facing dog. Use your next breath in, sweep the right toes high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw the right knee towards the left elbow, press away from the ground, set the outer edge of the right foot towards the outside of the left mat. We're going to bend the left knee to a hover off the ground, send the hips back, try pull the left hip down slightly. You should feel quite a lot of sensation outside of the right leg. Use your next breath in to lengthen the left leg, try to tap the right knee towards the ground. Kind of like a pigeon pose. One more time. Inhale, send it back. Left knee hovers. Exhale, send it forward. Use your next breath in, sweep the right toes high, three-legged dog, right hip down. As you exhale, curl forward, right knee towards the nose, hug it in. Right foot in between the hands, exhale. Inhale to rise, high lunge. As you exhale, bend the right knee, take the right hand towards the back of the left thigh. Breathe in and lift the left hand, lift the eye gaze. As you exhale, try drop into your hips. Shoulders are down, finding ease through the upper body, while also that alertness. Press the back of the left thigh towards your right hand. Big breath in. As you exhale, reach the left hand towards the inside of the right foot. Reach the right hand high, twisted lunge. Big breath in to lift the right hand. As you exhale, can you twist your heart towards the thigh even more? Shift the eye gaze down, place the right hand down, pivot towards the left, turn the left toes towards the back corner of the mat. Start to send your hips down towards your left heel, Skandasana. Right toes turn high, right knee turns high. If you can, see if you can press the left knee out with your elbow. It is okay if your left heel is off the ground here. Use your next breath in to walk back towards the top of the mat, frame out your right foot. As you exhale, step yourself forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. As you exhale, fold yourself here. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms, squeezing the glutes. As you exhale, hands by the sides. Inhale to lift, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend the knees, dive it forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lead with the crown of the head. As you exhale, either step or hop, jump back through your chaturanga, up to you. Ooh, that was weird. With control. That was so uncontrolled. That is okay. It's a practice. Use your next breath in. Sweep the left toes high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw the left knee towards the right elbow. Set the left foot outside of the right mat. Start to bend the right knee so it hovers off the ground. Try to square your hips here. And then shift the weight forward, trying to draw the left knee towards the ground, dropping the chest down, opening the shoulders slightly. One more time, send it back, right knee hovers. Big breath in. As you exhale, left knee comes down, back leg is straightened. Big breath in as you sweep the left toes high, three-legged dog, square the hips. As you exhale, roll yourself forward, left knee into the nose, press away from the ground. Exhale, set the left foot down. Inhale, sweep the hands high. As you exhale, bring the left hand towards the back of the right thigh, open through the heart space slightly. So right hand reaches towards the sky. Maybe you even lift your eye gaze towards your right hand. Shoulders are soft. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring the right hand towards the ground and lift the left hand towards the sky. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach a little bit further. Reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, pull the heart space to the side even more. Left hand comes down, twist towards the right side of the mat, toes turn towards the back corner, sink the hips down, Skandasana. You might be a little bit higher with the hands on the ground, that's totally fine. See if you can draw the shoulder blades back, find length through the spine, send the eye gaze towards your left big toe. Use your next breath in to bend the left knee, walk yourself forward, frame the front foot, exhale, step yourself forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Exhale to rise, lift the arms. Feeling the energy lift. Exhale, hands down. We add on. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bend, send it forward. Movement with breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jumped controllably towards the back of the mat. Notes to self. Inhale to press away from the ground. Move in your own time here. Use your next breath in, start to sweep the right toes high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, transfer the weight forward, right knee towards the left elbow. Start to draw the left heel towards the ground. Open the left hand towards the sky. Option to tap your right knee down here into that side plank or keep the right foot hovered. One last option is to take the left hand around the outside of the right foot and try kick the right foot out in front of you. It can be bent or it might be a little bit straighter. Try draw the left shoulder back. One more breath. Keep lifting the hips high. Look down, place the left hand down, big breath in, sweep the right toes high again. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw yourself forward, right knee towards the nose, set the right foot in between the hands. Inhale to rise, high lunge. As you exhale, right hand comes towards the back of the left thigh, baby back bend here. Shoulders pull away, find that sense of ease. Use your next breath in, sweep both hands high again. As you exhale, hands to heart center, lean forward, hook the left elbow over the outside of the right thigh, press through the hands to find your prayer twist. Find stability here, draw the belly button away from the thighs. Option here is to extend your arms out long. See if you can lift your eye gaze above your right shoulder. One more breath. Bring the hands back through center. Keep the right knee bent as you open yourself Virabhadrasana 2 towards the left. So left leg is long, right knee is bent. Turn your heart towards the left slightly. Inhale as you lengthen the right leg, turn the left toes back. Send your hips down towards the left heel, Skandasana. Shoulders pull back here, maybe pressing the left knee out with the elbow. Use your next breath in, walk back towards the top of the mat. As you exhale, step yourself forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, squeeze in the glutes. This time we send it straight back down, bend the knees, tip yourself forward. Inhale, reset, halfway, shoulders back. Exhale, finding your way back into your downward facing dog. You can go straight back. You can go through a Balasana on the way, making sure you feel in control. Use your next breath in, sweep the left toes high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, curl yourself forward, left knee to the right elbow. Left knee to the right elbow, drop the right heel down, open the right hand up. Option to draw the left knee down or hover the left knee off the ground, or take the right foot outside the left hand and extend the leg long out in front of you. Keep pressing the left hand into the ground, lift the hips, one more breath. Oh, we're bringing some heat. Draw the eye gaze down. Bring the right hand down, big breath in. Sweep the left toes high again, three-legged dog. As you exhale, roll yourself forward, left knee into nose. Set the left foot in between the hands. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms. Exhale, left hand comes behind, right hand comes up and over. Keep pressing that right leg into the left hand. Soften the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the left hand high again. As you exhale, hands to heart center, lean yourself forward, and then draw the right elbow over the left thigh. Always option to bring the right hand towards the ground here, either on the inside of the leg, or you can start to expand the arms wide. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, keep the twist through the spine, extend through the right foot. Keep the left knee bent as you inhale, drop the right heel down, expand the arms wide, Virabhadrasana 2. Draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right toes turn towards the side. Send your hips down. Skandasana, shoulders back. Use your next breath in. Walk towards the top of the mat. Tuck onto the right toes. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Sweep the arms, maybe baby back bend here. As you exhale, bend the knees. Send it straight back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale your way to the back of the mat. If you'd like to add anything on, be my guest. We've got one more flow each side, and then we're going to slow things down. Remember, this practice is short. We're bringing intensity, but staying in control with our breath. If you've noticed that your Ujjayi breath has left you, can you encourage it to come back? On your next breath in, start to sweep the right toes high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw the right knee towards the left elbow. Options here. Turn towards the left heel drops, left hand opens. You can stay down, you can lift. Final option here, if you want, take that left hand around the outside of the right foot. Either extend it right in front of you or draw the right foot towards the top of the mat. Left bicep comes towards the left ear. It's like you're pulling your chest through the gap. One more breath. Try press out of your right hand. Look down, place the left hand towards the ground. Big breath in, sweep the right toes high. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, round forward, right knee to nose, press away. Exhale, right foot in between the hands. Inhale to rise, sweep the hands high. Exhale, right hand down, left hand high. One more breath here. Inhale, sweep the right hand high again. As you exhale, hands to heart center, lean yourself forward. Left elbow hooks over the right thigh, open yourself wide. Now you know your options here. You can stay in prayer and press through the hands to try lift the chest. You can try and extend your arms wide. You could try for a half or a full bind. If you've got your hands wide, you can start by taking the right hand behind the left hip. And then if you wanted to try the full bind, taking the left hand underneath the left thigh. If you are taking this option, press the left elbow into the thigh to turn the right shoulder back. Bring the belly button away from the thigh. One more breath. Always in control. Release the hands. Breathe in, keep that right knee bent. Open Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. Options to stay up, or if you can, try bring the hips towards the ground. Now you can rest here, or you can try take the right hand around the left ankle. See if you can keep the left knee pressing towards the back of the mat as you side bend and reach the left hand towards the front of the mat. Maybe reaching towards your right big toe and then pulling that left shoulder back, right shoulder underneath. So big stretch for the side body. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, just coming back up. If you are down, lift yourself up. Look towards the front of the mat again. Press yourself back. Virabhadrasana 2. Open your arms wide. Use your next breath in to flip your right hand. Reverse your warrior. Left hand down the left thigh, right hand up and over. Bend that right knee towards the front of the mat. Inhale and windmill your hands towards the ground. Frame out the front foot. Exhale, step the left foot through. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Diving yourself deeper. Inhale to rise. Feeling that flow and then sending it straight back down to root into the ground beneath you. Inhale, rebound. As you exhale your way to the back of the mat. One more time. Lots of options here to take it down, to take it up, gauge your energy levels. Remember, staying at our threshold, not trying to overdo it. Use your next breath in, sweep the left toes high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw the left knee towards the right elbow. Start to drop the right heel towards the ground. Extend the right hand high, either dropping the left knee down or finding your option with the foot. Again, you can just keep it out in front of you, or if you want, draw the left foot towards the top of the mat. Try pull the right elbow behind you. Scoop the right shoulder back, maybe lifting the eye gaze here. Ooh. Super strong. Try one more breath. Bring the eye gaze back down. Place the right hand down as well towards the edge of the mat. Inhale, sweep the left toes high. Press away from the ground with your hands. Exhale, draw the left knee into the nose. Set the left foot in between the hands. Inhale to rise. Lift the arms. As you exhale, left hand comes behind the leg. Baby back bend. Drop into the hips. Big breath in. Exhale, deepen, maybe even further. Inhale, sweep the left hand back high. Exhale, hands through heart center. Hook the right elbow over the left thigh and then twist towards the side. Again, options here. You can stay here. You can always bring the left hand towards the ground. You can always bring the right knee down as well. Options to extend the arms wide. If you want a half bind, left hand comes behind the back. Then maybe the right hand comes underneath the thigh. If you can't quite reach and you want to try the bind, the full bind, you can always grab a strap or some leggings or something to hold on to. Draw that left shoulder back. Keep pressing out of the right foot. Draw the belly button away from the thigh to activate through the core. One more breath. Keep the left knee bent. Unwind. Open your arms. Virabhadrasana 2. Not here for too long. Draw the chest open. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. And then bend the right knee over the right toes. Skandasana. Option to stay up. Option to come down. You might need to wiggle your right foot out slightly. Left hand might come around the outside of the right ankle. Option here to flex the left toes and side bend, trying to reach the right hand towards the left foot. And it's totally okay if it doesn't touch. Find ease in whatever shape you have found yourself in. Still engaging, but also softening through places like the face, the jaw, the eyebrows. One more breath. If you have the side bend, come back up. Let's all press through the ground to lift yourself up. Inhale, press away from the right foot. Open the arms wide, left knees bent. Virabhadrasana 2. Flip the hand. Big breath in as you sweep the left hand up and over. Exhale, reverse to your warrior. Big breath in as you windmill the hands towards the ground. This time we're going to send it straight back. So left foot plants next to the right. Chaturanga. Inhale to open. As you exhale, come up and back. Downward facing dog. Last burst of heat before we slow things down. On your next breath in, sweep the right hand underneath the body. Take the right hand around the outside of the left leg. Try pull yourself under. Keep the knees slightly bent here. Next breath in, roll yourself forward. Right hand reaches high. Option here to hover the left foot off the ground. Use your next breath in to draw the right elbow wide. Left knee tries to tap towards the left elbow. And then when you're ready, send it straight back. Two-legged plank. Hand comes down, tap the foot down. Big breath in. As you exhale, your Vinyasa. You can always send it straight back. You can always rest, but know that we've only got one more round. Let's try the other side. Bend the knees. Use your breath in. Take the left hand around the outside of the right foot, scoop the chest under, keep sending the hips up. Draw your eye gaze underneath the right armpit. Inhale, roll yourself forward. Left hand extends. As you exhale, maybe you hover the right foot off the ground. You might stay here. Or you inhale, bend the right knee towards the right elbow, cactus out the left arm. As you exhale, send it back. Two-legged plank, press away from the ground. Hands come down, legs come down. Final time. Inhale, roll yourself forward. As you exhale, bend the elbows. Your way back into a child's pose. Letting the heart rate slow down. Letting the breath slow down as well. And just noticing the quality of your mind right now. Knowing that you always have the power to let things go or to bring new energy in, new intentions, new thoughts. Thoughts are not us. We have choice once we are aware. And that is what our practice is all about. Finding that awareness. Let's slow things down. I'm going to start to walk our hands back towards our knees and then cross over the ankles, find your way onto your sit bones. Extend the arms forward, the legs forward, sorry. Draw the toes back. See if you can bring your hands down by your sides. Press the palms in the direction of the ground. Know that they do not need to touch. Shoulders are back, but keep that lift throughout the spine. Tuck the chin ever so slightly. Let's try one more breath here in our Dandasana. Know that you can always bend the knees as well. Use your next breath in, sweep both hands high, maybe you lift the eye gaze. As you exhale, keep the length of the spine as much as you can as you reach your hands forward and then soften into your Paschimottanasana. Encouraging the chin towards the chest. And in these slower postures, also finding that balance between alertness and ease. So we're still engaging through the front of the legs, we're still breathing in and lifting, engaging through the core, and then as we exhale, we deepen and try to soften. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Letting everything slow down, come back to center. Let's walk the hands back. Bring the feet together. Take the knees wide. Hands might come around the ankles, around the insides of the feet. Almost like you're trying to open a book. Take a big breath in, lift up tall. As you exhale, just tipping yourself forward, drawing the heart towards your big toes. If the elbows meet the insides of the legs, perhaps you can press the knees towards the ground. Can you make your breaths here fluid? Almost like there is no end, no start to them. Just a constant process of bringing in and letting go. One more option to have a little bit of play before we come on to our backs. We are quite warm, so roll yourself up you're more than welcome to stay in your Supta Baddha Konasana, or if you want to try your compass pose, or what's also known as your sundial pose, Parivrita Surya Yantra. I hope I'm saying that right. You can start by taking the left foot in, right foot comes towards the chest, kind of like you're cradling your ankle, and take your feet and your knees. Just have a little swing from side to side. So opening through the outside of our glute here. Now you are more than welcome to stay here, or see if you can scoop your shoulder underneath the right knee. So you're lifting the foot up, almost like you're hooking your calf over your shoulder like a backpack. Outside of your left hand might come to the outside of your right foot. Right hand might come down to the ground or towards your right ankle. Can you press through the right foot to extend it away, just like we did before? Can you draw the chest through? You're trying to make your spine as tall as you can. You can also bring your right hand out for a little bit more support. Keep the breath. Maybe you even try to lift the eye gaze. Keep your eye gaze still on one moving point. One more breath here. When you're ready, just coming back through center, and we'll swap it to the other side. So remember, this is just an option. Okay, you just take this where you want to go. Start by cradling the left foot. Remember, you can just be folding forward. You can be doing your own thing. Make this your practice. Okay, if this feels good, you want to try it on the other side. See if you can bring the foot up slightly. Bring the left leg over like a backpack. Right hand comes around the outside of the left foot. Left hand might be on the ground extended, and then extend the left foot away from you, drawing the right elbow on top of the head. You're trying to scoop that left shoulder through, right shoulder back. Lifting your eye gaze here if that feels good. Keep trying to extend through the lower of your spine, so lifting out of the waist. Try 2 more breaths here. Ask yourself, where can I soften even in this intensity? When you're ready, just touching back down. Oh, well done. We're going to come onto our backs now. Last few asanas before we have a bit of time to rest in our Savasana. Roll yourself down, take your right foot over the left thigh, and then see if you can pull. So you're finding a figure 4. If this feels great, then you might stay here. If you want it a little bit more, try draw the left knee towards you. You might thread the hands behind the left thigh. If you're pretty bendy, then maybe the left hand around the left shin. If the right knee touches the right thigh, can you press the right knee away? And again, just notice what happens if you shift the knee and the ankle from side to side. What sensations can you feel? Perhaps you even start to close down the eyes here. So just signaling to our body that we're really starting to slow things down and go even more inwards. See if you can extend the left foot towards the ground. Right foot extends towards the ceiling or the sky. Try take the left hand around the outside of the shin. Maybe it reaches towards the outside of the right foot, but keep the left shoulder towards the ground. Right hand extends to the side or towards the right hip. See if you can pull the right foot towards the left just slightly, so maybe even just 20 centimeters. You might feel a stretch down the side of the IT band. If you don't, see if you can flex your right toes towards you. One more breath. And then bringing that foot towards the ground, we're going to cross the left foot over the right thigh. Again, you might stay here or thread the hands behind the right thigh, pull the knee closer towards you, left elbow towards the left thigh. Little shift from side to side here, or find some stillness. One more breath. Extend the right leg down towards the ground. Extend the left leg up towards the sky. You can always have a soft bend in the leg. Right hand comes around the outside of the left thigh, shin, or maybe the foot. Both shoulders are on the ground as much as you can. And then just taking that left foot across towards the right, keeping both hips on the ground. Breathing through any discomfort that you may feel. Knowing that discomfort is necessary to live. It helps us grow. It helps us to learn and progress. And then when you're ready, just coming back towards the ground. If there's any other asanas that you'd like to finish with before we enter into a couple of minutes of rest, please do. Otherwise, just closing down the eyes. Letting your heart rate, letting the breath soften. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. And start to breathe a little bit deeper. If you've noticed that your mind has been pulled away in one direction or another, know that that is totally normal. That's what our mind does. It thinks, it analyzes, and it's practice. Coming back, recentering. It's not going to happen overnight or just in one practice. Let's bring some subtle movement back into our body. Not rushing this process out. Enjoying it as much as you can. Taking up time, taking up space. Perhaps this movement turns into bigger movements, maybe circles of the ankle, circles of the jaw, the wrists. Perhaps taking some even bigger movements before we find ourselves into a seated position. Taking your time to find your way up. Keeping the eyes closed, or at least closing them down once we've landed. We have a rise and fall in our Vinyasa practice. We have times where we are in a more slower slower asanas, and then we have times we pick up the pace, we pick up the energy, and we aim to try and find that balance in between the parasympathetic and the sympathetic, the alertness and the softness. Let's bring our hands to heart center, acknowledging our practice, thanking the practice, thanking ourselves for turning up. That's part of the hardest, one of the hardest parts is just turning up. And I thank you so much for practicing breathing, twisting, moving, all the stuff, fun stuff. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Namaste.